Trump, U.S. will do something on Greenland, whether they like it or not.
Resolving outstanding issues and finalizing the North-South Expressway Nghi Son, Dien Chau section in Q1 2026.
Young Nghệ An farmer conquers the Luong Dinh Chau Award.
Hello, so good to see you again in today's news by Nghệ An Press and Broadcasting Agency. I'm Hoàng Yến, and here we go, the first half of the show. In an apparent escalation of threats against a NATO ally Denmark, U.S. President Donald Trump on Friday said the U.S. must take Greenland to prevent Russia or China from taking it.
I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if
the U.S. president stated that controlling this resource-rich island is a matter of life and death for U.S. national security, amidst increased military activity by Russia and China in the Arctic. According to Trump, if Washington doesn't act, Russia or China will take over Greenland. Trump's tough statements have caused concern for Denmark and many European allies, especially given that the U.S. already has a military base in Greenland, and the two sides maintain long-standing security cooperation. According to plan, U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio will meet with the Danish foreign minister and representatives of the Greenland government next week to discuss the island's future.
The French government is sending a tough signal amidst the risk of no confidence vote. Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu has reportedly ordered preparations for a scenario involving the dissolution of the National Assembly and the holding of early legislative elections should no confidence motions be passed.
This development stems from two opposition parties, La France Insoumise, LFI, and the National Rally, RN, jointly submitting no-confidence motions regarding the EU-Mercosur trade agreement. Writing on the social media platform X, Prime Minister Lecornu criticized the no-confidence vote at this time, stating it would weaken France's voice, particularly as the agricultural sector faces numerous challenges. If a no-confidence motion is successful, the next step would be the dissolution of Parliament. Prime Minister Lecornu has requested Interior Minister Laurent Nunez to prepare plans for early legislative elections, expected to take place on March 15th and 22, coinciding with local elections.
This morning, Vice Chairman of Provincial People's Committee Hoàng Phu Hiền just chaired a meeting with the Railway Project Management Board, relevant departments and local authorities to review the progress of site clearance and finalize the settlement for Nghi Son Dien Chau section of the North-South Expressway.
The Nghi Son, Dien Chau Expressway project commenced construction in June 2019. Although the project has been operational since September 2023, several issues and obstacles regarding compensation and site clearance remain. These include problems with restoring flood drainage canals and the deteriorating quality of local residential service roads. Concluding the session, the Vice Chairman requested that local authorities and the Project Management Board complete all settlement work and resolve residents' grievances within the first quarter of 2026. Damaged sections of service roads must be urgently repaired before being handed over to local management.
Upcoming are some updated news.
According to a report from the Ministry of Finance, the total public investment capital from the state budget assigned by the Prime Minister for 2025 exceeded 902 trillion VND. As of December 31st, 2025, the nation had disbursed over 755 trillion VND, reaching 83.7% of the plan. Nghệ An is ranked among the top 15 localities with a strong disbursement rate. The province has drastically implemented solutions to accelerate key projects, contributing to the national total of 3,345 kilometers of expressways by the end of 2025. This achievement plays a vital role in completing a series of strategic infrastructure projects, particularly the National Expressway System and coastal roads.
The Vietnam International Financial Center, VIFC, in Da Nang City was officially launched at Software Park 2, Hai Chau Ward, on the afternoon of January 9th. With over 4,000 M2s of usable space for members, fully equipped with internet infrastructure, data systems, servers, etc., IFC Da Nang will be developed into several functional zones, covering a total area of approximately 300 hectares. It will meet the criteria of rapid connectivity to the international airport, seaports, and strategic transportation routes, possessing ready-made digital and information technology infrastructure, situated within an urban space with high-quality amenities, making it convenient to attract experts and financial institutions from both domestic and international backgrounds to live and work there.
Nestle Vietnam has announced a voluntary recall of 17 batches of Nan infant formula. During routine reviews of input materials, Nestle detected a potential quality risk linked to PUFA oil, an ingredient sourced from a third-party supplier and used in very small quantities in certain infant formula products manufactured in Europe. This ingredient may pose a risk of containing cerulide, a toxin produced by some strains of Bacillus cereus. The aforementioned PUFA oil is used in very small amounts in some infant formula products manufactured in Europe. Nestlé Vietnam notes that batches with different product codes and product lines not included in the announced list are still of good quality and completely safe for use.
In the heart of Nghệ An's coastal agricultural region, where the ebb and flow of the tide have been tied to the livelihood of generations, a young man has chosen a challenging path, starting a business based on agricultural science. This choice marked the beginning of a persistent journey where knowledge, perseverance, and a deep-rooted desire to contribute to his homeland have become the foundation of his pursuit. More in the story today.
Honestly, there are many opportunities for development elsewhere, but starting and growing a business right in my hometown is very difficult. However, I believe that the harder the challenge, the more I want to take it on. So, I decided to return home to establish myself and my career.
That is the dare to think, dare to do spirit of Nguyen Hu Thang, a young man from An Chau commune, on his journey of starting a high-tech shrimp farming business. Graduating with a degree in aquaculture from Vinh University, Thang faced initial failures with resilience. He persistently refined his processes, expanded his scale, and strictly controlled water environments, diseases, and seed quality.
At the beginning of 2022, I started developing the idea and visiting established farms to learn from their models. After that, I began renovating the entire system to build my own shrimp farming model.
Applying his academic knowledge to his family's production, Thang realized that traditional farming methods were becoming increasingly risky. He began nurturing a model for high-tech, closed-loop recirculating shrimp farming, prioritizing environmental control and disease prevention from the very beginning.
When he first started his business, my son faced some failures. However, he was always eager to learn and improve, so our family encouraged him to pick himself up and start over.
Today, Thang's high-tech shrimp farming system operates stably across nearly 7 hectares, yielding an average of 50 to 60 tons of commercial shrimp per year, and providing steady jobs for many local workers. This success is the result of long-term preparation dating back to his university days, coupled with the steadfast support of his family and the youth union. Throughout the process of developing Thang's high-tech shrimp farming model, the Commune Youth Union has stood by him by facilitating access to loans and creating every possible condition to complete the necessary procedures for him to participate in Youth Startup Awards. As the sole representative from Nghệ An, to be honored with the 2025 Luong Dinh Qua Award by the Central Committee of the Ho Chi Minh Communist Youth Union, Nguyen Hu Thong is recognized not only for his economic efficiency, but also for his knowledge-based approach to agriculture, his sense of responsibility, and his commitment to sustainable development.
The last story descended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now.